Welcome back to Steerix RC. Today we're going to talk about the Joysway Magic Vee. It's about a 10-inch boat. But before that, if you haven't seen any of our videos, make sure to check them out. This channel is about remote control items, basically anything under the sun. Boats, crawlers, Traxxas rustlers, speed cars, street cars, planes, anything that you can find that's remote control. But we're focusing on boats this season. So you're going to find a lot of boat content. So this boat is about 10 inches long. It's about the same size as a normal transmitter. So we'll bring you in close and show you what it is all about. So in the package, you'll find a battery, charger, the boat, transmitter. Transmitter is just a normal transmitter. It's got trim left and right. Other than that, it's pretty basic. It is a 2.4 gigahertz, and it does run off a 9 volt, but it's fairly cheap. This boat is fully proportional, which is a great feature. If you don't have a fully proportional boat these days, really you must have a fairly cheap product. So looking underneath, we've got a water cooling port here. We've got breakaway trim tabs. Basically what that means is if you're going along and you hit a rock, they will flip up so you don't break them off, and then you can flip them back down, tighten them if you need to. We've got a rudder and then a 3-blade prop. The rudder is non-breakaway, so hopefully that rock that flips those up doesn't break your rudder off. It's got some built-in trim tabs to the hull, and then the water cooling exit. There's no fitting, but it's just the hose. So let's pop open the hatch. So we've got our antenna right here, and this is last year's model, so it's a little bit different than this year's model. But this year's model does come with a couple extra features. So it does have a servo that is replaceable, which is a nice feature to have. A lot of the small boats just have servos which are built into like a 3-in-1, so you really can't replace them. Here is the receiver, and it's got a coating around it for some waterproofing. It does have a bind button in there, and then our servo connection, so that is easily replaceable, and it does have a braided motor connection, so that can be replaced. So the motor is a I believe it's 120 size. It's water cooled. Then we've got a little Velcro here that holds the battery down, and then a little connector. It's a non-proprietary, so you can hook the battery up to any charger and charge it, which is good. On a lot of the smaller boats like these, we found that they do have all proprietary batteries and chargers, which kind of stinks. You could make them have connections to whichever type of charger you want, but it's always nice from the factory when you can charge it off your charger you currently have. The motor coupler is a piece of tubing, which I've had this boat for a while and I've ran it a lot, and I have not had any slippage problems with it. So that's been good. That was one of my concerns, but I've got many hours on this boat. So we've got a little bit of foam seal, and then our hatch. And there is a little bit of water if you're running aggressively going over waves that does get in, but not too much. And like I said, I've had this boat for a few years, or about a year and a half, so it has done well. The 3-blade prop just really pops it up on plane really quickly. So let's get in a little video of it running. I like the boat. It's a great boat for the price. It's fun to just throw in the car, and it's just been a fun little, I'm not a beginner in the RC boat world, but it's just fun to pick it up and you just toss it in the water and go. So let's get to the lake. This boat really turns nicely to the right. It's a fun little does cavitate a little, does porpoise a little bit with the waves. It's only 9 inches, so it's not the biggest boat, but it is a lot of fun. I've had this boat for a while. The Magic Vee just it's fun to play off the boat wakes on your boat. It's really fun to just jet around. I like to do it by the shore. It does a decent top speed. It goes, I don't know, maybe 7 to 10. It's not the fastest boat, but for its size, it's pretty fun actually. We were out in the kayaks earlier. Out in the kayaks earlier and chasing it around with the boat, and that was pretty fun. My daughter seemed to like it. We'll do a nice little Brody. It has a three blade prop, which gives it its up and go. That's why it's a little quicker off the line than most of the other boats this size. Left turn is a little wide. Now let's check out its self-riding. It's instant. I can't even turn it on its back. Just instant self-riding. Let's try it again. Yeah, you give it a little throttle and it just self-rights. It's a fun little boat to just dig around with, and like I said earlier, you get a boat and chase its wakes, and it's a lot of fun. Let's see, there's no reverse on this boat, which is fine. On small little boats like this, actually most race boats you don't have reverse, but it'll get up and go on plane real quickly. There's no breakaway rudder or anything like that, but I see the water coming out of the water cooling outlet. Do a sharp turn. Addie, what do you think of this boat? Addie? If you just almost give it a little left turn and then tap to the right, it'll just scream on a turn. It'll turn on a dime. It's fully proportional, which is nice. So you've got full right, full left rudder, and then you can actually just idle it up slowly, and then you can floor it, get on plane. It's a fun little boat. We love it. We've had it for a while. Joysway Magic Vee. Anyways, we'll take it out and see if there's any water in it. So this is the Joysway Magic Vee, and we just ran it. Not a drip of water in it. So inside the hole, we have a servo, which is totally separate, so we can replace it. We've got the ESC speed control right there. And then we've got the water-cooled motor. The water cooling does not go around the motor, but after that run, it's fairly cool. Anyways, there is our coupler, so it's just a piece of heat shrink or even water cooling tubing right there, which is okay. I'd be interesting to see if there's slippage. We've got a three blade prop. The turn fins are, let's see, the turn fins are breakaway, so if you do hit some rocks, they will pop up breakaway. Rudder is not breakaway. There's a nice solid prop shaft. So anyways, we like this boat. We've had it for a while. It's just a lot of fun. It's got a little foam area right there. If you want to learn more, there'll be a link down in the description. So take a peek and enjoy it. And for a little 9-inch boat, it's a lot of fun. There's no safety mechanism, so the prop can spin if you hit the throttle, which I like best because I know how to use boats. But some people, if they have kids, they might not want that function. There's water pickup right there for cooling. Anyways, that is the Magic Vee. So thanks for watching.